park is clean. I don't have to do anything. I noticed that parks came over here and they actually paint this park bench. Don't know why, but you haven't no lawn. The grass needs to be trimmed. Too much vegetation. Too many mosquitoes now. So, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My name is Keith Alexander Bailey. I'm an independent journalist here in New York City. And I woke up this morning because I got to work actually every day now. Since I've been missing days because I've been very sick and the weather has been very bad towards me. My asthma started triggering because of the bad air quality. My heart was giving way, so I do my best to give the citizens of New York a sense of reality. I'm native born here, but I was able to get out of New York City, travel the world, live in other states, work in other states. So take it with a grain of salt. New York City is not ready for the next hurricane that hits New York City. Here's why. I'm going to tell you this. As a news report, yesterday, it rained so badly and so hard that the entire city was basically underwater. Queens, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Staten Island, didn't care, New Jersey, Jersey City, Hoboken. Everybody was at least under 2 feet of water. So, I came across this yesterday in Manhattan. Floods everywhere. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is one of those concerns that you have to say, wait, New York City, how much money do you put back into the infrastructure of the flood disasters program that New York City has? Because it seems like every single time it rains, it just gets worse and worse. These neighborhoods, especially urban neighborhoods, communities with family and children, getting flooded out their homes. Rockaway Park, Queens, near the beaches, mostly Rockaways. Those are mostly affected. So I'm curious, what happens when another hurricane like Sandy hits New York again? Is New York City prepared? Is the people of New York City prepared? Because it seems like people in New York City just don't get it. There are some, and then the ones that just lost, and mind you, that don't have water damage, and don't have any water insurance or flood insurance. You should have gotten flood insurance. I don't care if you live here or not, you rent in an apartment. I don't care, you're on a 14th floor, get flood insurance. Why? Because let's say your building is in a disaster zone. And let's say your building's first 3 floors are so badly damaged due to the salt water and the floods of a hurricane like Sandy that your building is not capable of maintaining residency at this moment. This is why you gotta get flood insurance. It will cover your expenses, especially in a disaster like that. So sorry, Entry Mark, excuse me, the Salvation Army most likely would assist with relocating you somewhere at a hotel or an establishment of any, whatever they choose. But you guys get it. New York City residents, especially you newbies, you're not ready. I've been through hurricanes, earthquakes, vortexes, right? Wisconsin and Minnesota. Come on now. Winnipeg. I've been to vortex. You even know what a winter vortex is? You can vouch this. At Wisconsin Journal, you can vouch this with Kent. He's a photographer in Wisconsin. We were the only, well, some of the Wisconsin photographers were out, but woo, me and Kent were out all morning that morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it hit negative 33 Celsius in Madison, Wisconsin one day. Oof. It was horrendous, and we were out there, and mind you, I shot with a PATERON SP90 and a Sigma 18 to 35 art lens. Those have no weather seal whatsoever, except for the PATERON kind of. But in that weather condition, it both lenses hold it. You can see some of my photos on my Instagram. But the point is, New York City is not ready, but Wisconsin was ready for it. People listened. People heard the warning signs. But here, there's too much of distraction. Why I say that? I'm in the very park that most of you know in Brooklyn, the McLaren Park, where people come here and have fun and meet up with the doggy groups and the walkers and the runners, and people hang out and have picnics and barbecues and birthday parties and drinks and have good times. This is where New York City Parks doesn't police this park, but will police other smaller parks, which I honestly think, as a journalist, it's unfair and very unconstitutional that you police one park but don't police the other. But anyway, but I just want people to know, New York City is definitely not ready for another hurricane. Because yesterday, there's remnants. You can see these remnants. Now, the floodwaters are gone here. There was a big, giant puddle over here last night. Holy crap. Everywhere. Water puddles everywhere. You had to literally walk the street. Because half the sidewalks were flooded. The corners were flooded. Yes, the sewage drainage was clogged and blocked because of the debris of what you see here. There's all this debris. By the way, I'm shooting this on the Telesin chest mount with the iPhone 15 mount. I should have used this. I'm shooting this landscape this time. I'm not shooting this in vertical. I just want to see how well it does in views as well, because I know the vertical just fluctuates based on recommendation on YouTube's part. So I just want people to know, like this homeless guy over here. It's always here every morning. Look at the debris. Down trees. Now, they did clean up last night. There was a lot of emergency personnel out here because there were a lot of down trees. So they did clean this up a little bit better. But other places, I'm telling you, other places, not so good. Some people are still underwater. So New York City is not ready for another hurricane. If they cannot manage these simple rainstorms, and mind you, it was a rainstorm that came down a lot. I lived in Portland, ladies and gentlemen. Portland, Oregon. And during the peak rain season, it rains a lot. And I mean a lot. So get your Columbia rain gear game on, or whatever rain gear that you choose to wear. And trust me, rain's going to be like a normal everyday, like a sunshine day for Portland here, Portlanders. So keep Portland weird, right? I miss Portland. Portland was a great place to live, but even in Portland, people got the fucking message. But New York, excuse my language, you're not ready, especially you new residents that only been living here for 5 years, 3 years, 7, 9. If you were here during Sandy, let's put it this way, if you were here during Sandy, then I make exception. But you wasn't here during Sandy, please mute it. If city officials tell you to evacuate and don't bring too many things, don't bring too many things. Don't. Just get out. Because Manhattan yesterday in the rain, that was a disaster. It looked like Manhattan just drowned underneath both rivers. Like, it literally, Manhattan looked like it, when it rained, it looked like Manhattan sunk on both sides. And dude, it was just alarming to me. Like, all this money put in everything else, but no flood protections. There are some in New York City, don't get me wrong. There is mind you, there is an evacuation procedure. Because if you drive down any of these New York City streets, especially like, let's say down McKinsey here, or McKinsey here, I'm saying that wrong. McGinnis. If you drive down McGinnis, you'll see coastal evacuation post. As you're driving, follow that. If you guys are drivers in New York City, if you actually took the test and read the book, let me catch you where I got most drivers at. You probably didn't read an entire book. I guarantee it that none of you knew there was actually a coastal emergency and evacuation sign, New York City sign, just like a street sign. That's in the middle of these double-lane streets. You'll see it from time to time, especially if you live on these coasts. It goes for any other city. Florida has it. North Carolina has it. All these coast cities. Like I said, everyone, pay attention to the streets. See, this is all the debris. Oh my goodness, bro. Yeah, McLaren gets flooded pretty bad, especially in this block. And that corner over there, it just gets horrendously. If you ever seen my videos of me covering some of the rainstorms in 2024 and 2023 here, it was it's always bad. But yeah, New York City's not ready for another hurricane, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly not ready. Yeah, man, they just tag your van up. This guy sleeps in there and they just tag his shit up. Excuse my language. I want to see the park. See, this park here gets a lot of issues after the flood. See, I just noticed something about this live stream. This live stream is actually keeping the trolls out when I do landscape. Is YouTube promoting vertical to be a toxic way to watch videos on YouTube? That's very strange. There's a homeless guy over there. He's sleeping on that. Look at him, just drinking in the corner, pissing. Look at him. That's the gate over there. That's where Joshua hangs out with the drunks and the losers. The ones that steal, the ones that don't want to get a job or get a life. Oh, I was around here last night after work, looking for Joshua. Me and someone else. I'm not gonna say his name. He was like, "Yo, bro, let's go look for that Joshua dude." I was like, "You know what? That's a good idea. Let's go check Lot Radio." He's not gonna see it coming. Like I said, he burned a lot of people. He burned a lot, just not me. I'm just getting payback for the people he burned. I call that vigilante justice. Sorry to say that on this live stream, but New York City ain't doing a good job trying to track this guy down for lying to police officers and making a false report when videos show otherwise. They got evidence. Got enough evidence to charge him with a felony. That's what I'm saying. Video don't lie. But I want to share some news. So Yuki is going to be helping me out with my rental issues at the end of the month. So my ex is going to be it's sad and it's concerning at the same time to see that. Mind you, I was never in that condition. This is why I was like, I want to stay focused. I'm homeless, I can stay focused. Like, I don't trust nobody. And I didn't. I got people trying to rob me. People were successful robbing me. When I was like really tired one day, mind you, really tired one day, I fell asleep so hard, someone stole like a bag full of power banks that this company called InU. They sent me all these power banks. And they got stolen. The guy thought it was probably fucking money working in there. And I was like, no, just power banks. Yeah, I kind of would love to have those power banks. They were pretty cool. But the sun is still red, man. The air quality is slowly getting better in New York City right now. If you're looking at the sun right now, I want you guys to peep this. You see how that cloud is passing over? That shit looks so sick. Hold on, let me try to... Yeah, it looks so sick. It's like, I'm looking at the sun. It's like that perfect ring. Yeah, I don't even need ND filters. Well, I am wearing these glasses. So... Not wearing my Ray-Bans this time. Start getting tired of my Ray-Bans. Yeah, I don't know why. I got a whole bunch of sunglasses. I made a live stream the other day, and I just deleted it. Yeah, because I just showed some sensitive information, some paperwork in there. You guys wasn't supposed to see that. That was for that law enforcement. Yeah, that's not supposed to be. That's supposed to see that stuff. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this guy sits here every day asking for rent money. White dude. Every day. But he disappears during the afternoon, and I came back last night, he wasn't here. Only in the mornings. I'm telling you, doesn't matter if the rent freeze or not. You folks still have a good idea. It does not matter if they froze the rent or not. It's still expensive. Freezing the mint. Can I say this? Freezing the mint with the rent means a lot to New Yorkers, especially you native New Yorkers. All of us native New Yorkers. These new New Yorkers don't know the real struggle. Come on. You telling me you really know the real struggle? So you've been here in the 80s and the 90s and early 2000s. Right? You know the real struggle. I didn't think so. Come on now. But doesn't change the fact that rent is still expensive. You still got to come out your ass and pay that rent or get evicted. So the rent freeze is just a starting point. Now we got to get the rent to decrease. Like literally decrease. Everyone keeps talking about affordable housing. No, decrease the rents. Somehow, some way, this city can manage. Come on, man. This city really costs that much to run. This is the most GDP capital in the country. This city generates 70%, 80% of the country's GDP. Get out of here. No, man. This city, no. You keep talking about affordable housing, but then they tell you when the building gets built, right? When the building gets built, only 10 are available for lottery, Yeah. And they already picked their 10 for the lottery. See, they said 20, but they already picked their 10, so that's why they say 10. Yeah, it's all the rules to make people think that they're being equal and fair, but in reality, they're not sometimes. Come on. You're telling me this luxury building they're building up right now, there's going to be, 44 units, and you're telling me only 10 is available? It should be half. Not just 10, half. But, I digress. Housing in New York City is very, very skeptical in a way. You try to live somewhere and then you have to roommate with someone. Sometimes the roommate is kind of sketchy. Sometimes the roommate is too nice that I just find out something about my roommate. And I'm like, okay. So, you see, when they want to know you, here's the problem with interviewing with roommates in New York City. People are not very honest. When I was interviewed, I was like, well, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can just figure all this out. I got nothing to hide. And that's when people just look at me and just say like, wow, like, I don't know what to say. They always say that. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. It's like, wow, that's all you know how to say? The limited vocabulary here in New York City. People don't know how to take emotional impacts very well, I noticed. Yeah, emotional impacts. When you tell them the truth, oh yeah, they just look the other way. Like, really? I'm looking dead at you, in your eyes. Like, we're married. And you look the other way. And with not shame, but like, oh my God, like surprised but shocked, but like, huh? Yeah. Anyway. You're gonna be creeping on a Sunday morning, bro. Niggas be confusing themselves where they want to go, where they want to creep. You gotta watch these folks out here, man. Especially, here's the thing about crime in New York City, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot let your guard down whatsoever. I don't care who you are, what you do, not even a police officer you cannot let your guard down. And by the way, FDNY can arrest someone. Because there was a controversial video about can the fire department arrest? Yes, they can. They can detain someone until police get there. But also, the fire department also has their own officers. Yes, they do crimes like they just try to solve mystery fires that happen in New York City, arson and crimes. Because arson and crimes are related to more crimes that are related to like robbery, theft, murder. So when there's a murder involved and there's an arson involved, yes, both parties, FDNY and NYPD investigators join forces. So if you didn't know that, know a fact about New York City's services here in New York City. Because that's who our neighbors are. The people that you live with every day. You don't even know. You living next to a cop or a fire EMT. Yes, they are the heroes, but I get it. Some people don't like the police here. Some people want to still defund the police. Really? You still talking about defunding police? It's the same guy again. So, yeah, people don't understand. Like, we do need law enforcement, some services, protection. Citizens, you pay for this. It's in your taxes. Stop trying to be like Portland or Seattle. Be New York. But, like I said, there are a lot of fake New Yorkers living here now. They have no idea. That's why I say, have you been here in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, early 2000s? Have you seen the structure and how the streets changed? Were you in the South Bronx in the 80s and 90s where there was like a lot of buildings, a lot of street paraphernalia, street pharmacists. Yeah, the kids used to play in rubbish conditions, like backyard alleys where there's an abandoned building with a fire. And yeah, that's what's the playgrounds back in the South Bronx back in the day. No swings, no slides, no parents guiding us with a smile on our face. No, kids went outside and played on an abandoned car that was burnt. That was the toy. This is why you fake. I'm not calling you out because you have to understand that you are. Just believe that you are. Just say it. I'm sorry that I pose myself as a fake New Yorker. If I offend anyone, I apologize. That's what you have to say, because you are. Because I can read it right through you. It's like a signature. Oh yeah, by the way, I just want people to know that this fucking phone, this iPhone 14 Pro, major problems, everybody. The battery is the problem. Like I said, that guy that sold me and fixed my battery like 8 months ago, yeah, liar. Like I said, I went to go see if this was a certified legitimate. Turns out everything looks legitimate. Everything, right? He even swapped the chip that reads the serial on the battery. Yeah, he's a little clever, little clever dude. But the battery was not a genuine Apple battery. So yesterday I turned my phone off for a long period of time, then turned it back on and let it sit, because the phone got so hot that I thought it was about to so hot that the phone shut off. It kept shutting itself off. So you got to be also careful in New York City when you go to these third-party repair shops. And Louis Rossman, great repairman, he's a New Yorker. If you don't know who Louis Rossman is, oh my Panda, can I give you a New York slap? You don't know who Louis Rossman is. YouTubers, gamers, tech analysts, engineers. You don't know who Louis Rossman is? Okay, so he's a New Yorker that actually petitioned for the right to repair. Because remember, Apple didn't want you to make repairs. So some of these manufacturers didn't want you to make repairs, especially Apple. They wanted to charge you a bundle of this and that and that and that. Yeah, basically buying a new phone. Prices, like what? Yes. So Louis Rossman fought for years, decades, mind you, decades, for your right to repair your own phone. Especially if you buy your own phone with no carrier, you should have the right to make the repairs yourself and ask for those genuine parts from the manufacturer. Am I right or wrong? But the manufacturer sometimes doesn't want to be so genuine to give people the chance to do that, right, Apple? But Apple changed that over time. Now, Apple made these kits where you can actually take your phone and repair your own phone with these kits if you are a pro user and know how to do repairs. They, yes, charge for this now. Before, Apple didn't do this. Now, others are following suit with the repair revolution. Some phones are getting very simple to a point where they're becoming more modular, where you can just adapt parts at any time when you feel like it. Take the camera module out, put another module into that same slot, like a hard drive. Let's say you're not using the camera right at the moment. You can take that module out, put in a hard drive module. Yes, there are phones like that now, but they cost a lot of money. But this is where technology, you got to be up to date with this stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking a walk through Greenpoint. The live stream may go in and out because there's some dead spots in Greenpoint. But I also wanted to have a small chat. I wasn't sure if I wanted to make this live stream too long. But I just wanted to let people know that New York City is not ready for another hurricane. They're not ready for it. You guys can't even manage the floods. This is why all the drainage systems in New York City should be cleared and flooded out. This is why New York City, start hiring people to do that. To clean the subway system drainage. We need those drains to be clear, but also New Yorkers, you gotta start putting your trash in the trash. But then again, this is a big ass city with only a few sanitation workers, and I'm pretty sure sanitation can use the volunteer work to help clean the streets a little better, so we can keep the drainage system clearer and available when the next time there is a hurricane. Because when there is a hurricane that hits New York City, don't say I didn't told you so. Because Sandy was pretty darn bad. Very bad. City shuts down for a couple of days. Ooh, that's worse than a snowstorm. These people in a snowstorm, after a snowstorm, people go have fun. You can't have fun in no floods unless you go kayaking or wakeboarding, which I probably would do as a wakeboarder. Yes, for you wakeboarders out there. Yeah, your boy over here used to wakeboard. Still probably got it. Don't have a board, but if anyone wants to let me borrow one in New York City, if you have one, just go shred. I'm not into the Bible or churches and anything, but I do like the architecture of these structures. So yeah, I'm not into the Bible. I don't believe in God. Sorry to say it that way, babe, everyone, but hey, he never came to bless me on anything, so I just believe people are the ones that are blessers. That's why I see it. People, you make your own choices. You don't see no spirit that you must do that. You must donate to this cause. The fuck? Imagine hearing that shit. You walking down the street like, and something that's voice just pops out like, yo, you must donate to this. Who the fuck are you to tell me that? That would be me. Just saying, in a comedy sketch. Imagine this was a comedy sketch. This voice comes out of nowhere, out of thin air, like. And I'm saying, mind you, my response is this, like, who the fuck are you to tell me what to donate? Who are you anyway? Why are you even talking to me? Where you from? What spirit? What do you do to be a spirit? It must have been a bad thing to be a spirit. You must have did a bad thing when you were human. I flipped the script on the goddamn spirit. That's just me, everybody. I like to make comedy and stuff like that, dude. It would be lovely to have like the financial budget to make a comedy sketch just like that, just to like give people a little humor, sense of humor. No, you argue with the spirit. You're literally arguing with the spirit. Like, no. Do you even got a financial? You don't even have a job. You're a spirit. How you gonna tell me what to do? Oh my goodness, I swear, everyone, my imagination is wild. It is really wild. Look. Now they put the sign up there, we love Greenpoint. They're being a little sassy over there. They're trying to get some favoritism over there. I see that. I see what they're doing. That's the gym called vibe. See, feel the vibe. Yeah, that used to be a Starbucks. But that Starbucks was pretty, not the best one, to be honest with you. The staff wasn't so friendly, and there was one homeless woman. She started. This is the same homeless woman, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, where we were houses at the time. Tried to pick a fight with me and said the N-word in one of my live streams. And I think someone pointed like, yo, I think she called you an N-word. I said, I know, she's a racist. But guess what? She's the one that got medical problems and her legs swelled up to a point where it looked like balloons. Excuse me, I'm not trying to make fun of people's bad health, but it was her choice. Listen. And now when I see her, I'm like, oh my panda, come on. Still in the same, yeah, it got worse. People just don't know how to stay away from drugs and alcohol half the time. Alcohol is not bad. It's just gonna do it in moderation. But when you got drugs involved and other shit, other this nonsense, they've been doing to their bodies. I'm like, why? You got all this delicious food. That's the best drug there is. Come on, that's the best. Because think about it. At the end of your high, you're gonna be so massively hungry. And then that's when you're going to get the best high. And this is why I keep telling people, why are you even wasting money on drugs when you already know you have a good high when you eat food? Come on. I guess people don't care about their bodies as much. People might be saying, what about you? You're sick. You had cancer. You got all these problems. Well, at least I naturally developed it. I didn't actually get it by doing something bullcrap. Ugh, I'm sick. At least I'm not popping all these stupid meds. At least don't have like shivers like some people. See? That's when you know you met someone that's been using. Someone shivering all the time. Ugh. Not all the time, but you gotta catch the signs. Gotta really catch those signs. Yeah. See, I noticed my live stream when I shoot horizontal doesn't get that many views. So YouTube might be actually. So I think YouTube, when they want you to shoot in vertical video, they have that setting optimized on their end to a point where it draws in a lot of attention, but not to horizontal video. I'm starting to realize that. It's like they program YouTube to only favor vertical video, which is good, but also it filters out the bad trolls. Because mind you, normally at this time I would be seeing a lot of disrespectful comments if I had this in vertical. People coming here and keep saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. Don't you got a new line to say by now? Stupid losers. You guys are losers, bro. You guys keep saying the same thing over, like that's hurting me. Oh, call me a bum again. Oh my goodness, I'm a bum. Yeah, I'm a bum, ladies and gentlemen. But I got paid and I got a job. And look, I got 50s, and this guy's asking me for 20 bucks. You want 20 bucks? You want 50 bucks, bro? Here, here's 50 bucks for you, bro. Now, you want 50 bucks? Stop harassing me. Because let's be honest, you are a bum. Yeah, just to shut the haters up and that bum up. Yeah, the one that keeps like harassing me. You got the nerve to ask me for $20. And he has said, he has stopped harassing me. I gave you 50. Yeah, now he's asking me for money. That's crazy, right, everybody? Someone that has harassed me, now asking me for money. I thought you were an entrepreneur. Wait, everybody. No, this guy has been harassing me. I want the world to know. This guy's been harassing me. He said he was an entrepreneur. I want to take you up to Chestnut. Let me show you these conversations. Look at this one. he's a joke, man. He's a character. Yeah, this guy cost me so much money. Got me swatted. Tried to swat me. He tried to swat me a third time. Trying to find the hotel. Yeah, he tried to find the hotel that I was staying at. Yeah, this guy's been a vicious dickhead. Just like this dickhead right here, named Joshua Jones. You see him in Greenpoint, ladies and gentlemen, which we are in. Stay away from him. He's not a good person. I can show you proof why. I got all the police documents and records and video. That's all I need to show you. I don't even need to say a word. I let you watch it. And I let you watch that the judge documents in hand. Don't trust this guy. He's a criminal. Just want people to see how arrogant this guy is. This guy's been harassing me. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the mount that you guys are on. This is the Telesin mount. So, I'll leave the link to this, to the affiliate link, if you guys want to buy this, but there you go. To keep my hands free. So my roommate gave me a little secret tip, which I already knew, but I wasn't thinking about it. She was like, I noticed you got passion tea powder. I was like, yeah, I'm a big fan of passion tea. She's like, you know what you should do with that? You put some ginger and some lemon. I was like, yeah, that was the idea. So she gave me some of her ginger last night, and we made a juice out of it, and we poured. Okay, so in here it has this. This is the passion tea lemonade ginger. Oh. Oh, my Panda tastes so good. It's like a good cleanse. No sugar, everybody. There is agave as the sweetener, but we use the lemon, yeah. So yeah, so we made like 2 of these 64 ounces. So she has one, I have one. Yeah, I'm trying to do roommate things, okay? I'm trying to like not be like a douchebag roommate, like come in and get out and don't talk to my roommate. That's such a douchey move. Such a dickhead move. I just want to live here. I don't want to talk to you. No, I want to spend some time with my roommate and do some fun stuff so she get to know me better. That's all I'm trying to do. But yeah, it was her idea to put the ginger. Well, I was already going to do that because I was doing that at Starbucks. Because Christina, the other day, we were actually experimenting in Starbucks with drinks. And I came across it by doing that. I took the passion tea and I took some lemonade. Then I took one of the SoFi shot drinks, poured it in and see how it tastes. I was like, oh. But with that ginger, it had a little like, I don't know, it had a little weird like sugary taste to it. So I don't want that syrup sugar. So I wanted to make my own at home using agave. Yes, I'm like a crackhead for agave. If you listen, there's other sweeteners out there for you vegans, but I like agave. So don't hate them. Don't hate the game. We on Eagle Street. So, New York City press office has a new update for us to renew our IDs for January next year, right? So one of the new updates is, have you been arrested while actually doing news media coverage? They now asking that question is because a lot of journalists have got arrested while doing their jobs. Yeah. It's not a penalize. It's just to show you the statistics that police officers are arresting journalists for doing their jobs, which is pretty pathetic. Very pathetic. So yeah, they have this new list because I was looking at it and I'm like, holy yeah. Have you even, and the next question is, have you been convicted of that charge as a felon? Yeah, that's pretty scary. That's why I don't get it, NYPD. You guys issue these things. You literally issued it. We literally do a background. You guys do a background check on everybody. These things are hard to come by in certain cases. But now lately it's been becoming too easy. I'm like, for some people, like those 3 women that are Mangione's big fans. Yeah, people are like, you're not a journalist. You don't do any reporting. You don't even do product reviews. You don't even do an article report. You don't even do anything that has representation as you being part of the journalist world. You have no credibility, not even a photographer or a videographer in that matter. What are you, groupies? This is why a lot of us are really mad about that. How the hell do these women get it? We went through a background check. That is what blows my mind. Did someone give head to get the passes or what? I'm curious now. Did someone give someone a blowjob for these passes? Because no way. That's why the New York Post, New York Times, they literally got pissed off about that. You got no website, no nothing. And you got no way. See, this is why when people do your background check, they're like, oh, so you used to, yeah, I did something like that for that agency. Oh, my pen of that sun. Still red, kind of. Yeah, the sky's still a little, the air quality is still, it's better than the last 3 days, I tell you that. I couldn't breathe for shit. Excuse my language, but I couldn't breathe for, I was having difficulties. Made me feel like I didn't want to go to work. My respiratory system is important. That's why I went to the HR at my job and they were concerned. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to subscribe, you subscribe to this channel. I don't really care. Honestly, I do care, but here's the thing. If you subscribe to this channel, listen, I don't sugarcoat it. I give you raw and uncut content. If YouTube doesn't like that and want to demonetize me, show your boy you some love. Because that's been going on with this fake. This is why I'm doing this video in landscape. Horizontal right now, not vertical. I want to see what YouTube does with this video. Give me fake thousands of views. All them bots. But the duration of each view is 3 seconds to like 4 seconds, which is like, are you serious? You count that as a view? That's not a view, YouTube. Your bots or whoever is watching my video for 3 to 4 seconds, because you're promoting my videos anyway to the wrong people. You promote it to children when this channel is not for children. It literally has it in my settings. We actually went through this, YouTube, with your update. And you're still saying send over children. I'm like, why? You can clearly tell this is a child. Look at the content. No observation, YouTube? Damn. You just want to throw people under the bus on purpose. Accuse them of a crime. Or just demonetize them in general, because that's what YouTube has been doing anyway. Demonetizing all YouTube channels that don't want to comply. Hey, I'm over here, YouTube. I really don't want to comply. Sorry, I'm not going to get on my knees and blow you off. I do that to a female, but not a YouTube female. I do that more like for like, I don't know, a job at NBC or ABC News or some hot news anchor. She's like, hey, Panda, you want a job here? I'm like, oh, yeah, I want a job here. What's up? I know what kind of job you're thinking about. She's like, oh, yeah, what is that job? Like, come follow me. Oh, let me stop playing office sex. Oh, my Panda. Hey, Yuki, remember? We used to do that. Well, we used to like role play, like, because when people found out that we were actually a couple, people were like, oh, okay. Now that feels weird that now we know that you guys are doing it. Like, didn't see that. Yeah, people didn't see that me and Yuki. Yeah. Everyone thought I would be with some hot Korean girl or some hot Japanese girl. But Yuki is a hot Japanese woman. But people are like, oh, I was expecting more like the long hair girls like you like, man, listen, women are women. Women like you like her, there's a touchy feeling, there's some chemistry, hit it off. Now, if it gets rocky, that's your fault. You do something bad, that's your fault. If she try to kill you, that's not your fault. Call the cops, or try to like stop a wacko. Because this is why I don't want to date. I'm sorry, ladies, but it's not you. It's just New York. All these skanky hoes walking around here acting like they got money, but they really like, are you buying me some McDonald's? Like, you just turn around like, well, all the money that I have, you asked to buy you McDonald's. You're a broke bitch, aren't you? Get out of here. Never mind, this day is over. See ya. See ya. You're like, no, you did not just do that. Yes, I did. Yo, if anyone does, think about what I just said. I turn around and ask and tell her, out of all the money that I have, you asked for McDonald's. Imagine if I had a lot of money, which I do have some, but that's for something. But imagine, we could go to a fancy dinner place. Not a fancy dinner. We could go to a nice place. No fucking McDonald's. Ew. Really? You want trans fat? Cholesterol? You want to feel yucky at the end of your meal? Oh. You want to fart? Oh, no. We done. You want to fart? No. Chill. We can fart at home, play fart games. But not in public. But, nah, you fart after that meal, you got not only bad, mind you, your stomach contains so much bullshit. I guarantee you don't eat a carrot, or a celery, or a fucking spinach. You're one of those junk people type food. Ew. I don't want a lazy wife. Imagine you grow up with her and she just become a lazy, no good eating psychopath yelling at you. That goes for you men too. You could be crazy as I'm explaining the story about. It could be vice versa. Yeah. That's why I have my relationships. They were the best. Yuki was, first of all, it was Ayaka. Okay? Actually, no. Technically, not true. So, when I was in Japan, when I was a kid, there was one particular girl, and she was not Japanese. She was actually American white. Her name was Hillary. I remember her because I thought she was like a beautiful white girl. I was like, oh my God, her eyes are so beautiful. Her skin tone was like not over, like it was like soft, like glow. And we used to hang out because, yeah. So, but she was only there for like off and on. And she'll come back every like year, back to the school. It was kind of weird. But yeah, and ever since then I haven't seen her. Yeah, it was just, yeah. So technically, I had a crush on this one. I was only like, what, 12, 13 at the time. So, but anyway, I digress. But yeah, Aika, then it was Arum, Yuki, then, yeah, this mixed dates, not just no sexual relation, just dates, just hanging out. Then I met E. So yes, most of my women have been Asian. And some people might have this thought in their head, like, oh, you got Asian persuasion. I'm like, say that again, and once you get an Asian persuasion punch in the face. Trust me, say that in my face. You got an Asian fetish. You're like, yeah? My Asian fetish foot is gonna go up your ass. What, I'm not allowed as a black man to like an Asian woman? That's what it is? That's just stupid. That's just, no, it is. It's racist. You're not allowed to date an Asian. You're a minority. So is they. The fuck? We all minorities. Yo, see, this is why I need a telephoto lens. That shot right there, guys, I'm not sure you can see it, but you can see the Queensboro Bridge, but you can see like the east side of Manhattan right over. Dude, that shot looks sick. Oh, I wish I had a freaking telephoto. Oh, I miss my big lenses, man. Oh, that shot would have been 667 sensor, which is the same that is in a A60, at the time, the A6000. If you ever had the A6000 camera, yeah, basically same sensor, but that bad boy shot 4K like nothing. It was pretty decent, and I was using manual lenses too. So yeah, I got robbed for all the lenses. I had a Sony FE90 micro. I had a Rokinon 50 f1.4. I had a Canon F50 f1.4. I had a Canon 85 f1.4. I had the Sony A mount for the Sigma 18-35. Then I had the 35 t1.5 cinema lens. That was for Rokinon. It does have like some really weird color shift and some, yeah, but it was decent lens. It was a budget cinema camera, cinema lens, but yeah. What else I had? I had the Godox flashes in there. I had too. They took a lot of stuff. So yeah, everybody. I had no cameras. I got homeless. I got stuck out here. I was like, shit. They took the traveler's checks. I still, to this day, those traveler's checks have not been cashed. They just probably do those away. Stupid. So stupid. Because mind you, everyone, I sign my traveler's checks. So you can get these from your bank beforehand. You can ask your bank for that. Yeah. But back in the day, this is what I used to do. Traveler's checks carry $200 of 200, mind you, carry $200 of $2 bills. Yes. I should ask my bank beforehand, hey, I need $200 in $2 bills. Can you guys get those for me? Because you can request that from your bank. If you wanted $1,000 in $2 bills, you can ask your bank that, and they can request it. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I should carry that $2 bills and just tip everybody with $2 bills. It was, right, Yuki? We should that was like the smile on people's faces. Like, whoa, is that a real $2? Yep. They're like, really? Like, yeah. Like, let me tell people why we do this. Like, I think $2 is a standard tip. Yeah, right, Yuki? We think $2 is a standard tip. Especially if you're just getting something quick, like a coffee, or like a sandwich and a coffee. And you imagine, like me and Yuki would go to the coffee shop. I would get tea, she gets coffee, we get food, right? And we'd just like throw in the $2 tip, and she'll throw in like a $1 electronic tip, and I throw in like a $2 cash tip. See? That would be the thing. Yeah, man, I miss those days. See, we treat people good. We didn't care, like the rollerbladers. When someone who did not have a place to sleep or live, they can't. Yo, Panda, can you help me? Can you, Yuki, help me? Sure. You want to stay over? That's what you need, right? Yeah. Yeah, we had some rollerbladers that still live with their parents. They were up of age. But they had problems with their parents. So yeah, we let them kick it out of our place, right, Yuki? That's why they can never say shit. Bunch of fucking two-facers. Excuse my language, everybody, but me and Yuki, we have friends. Not friends, I'm sorry. Past acquaintances. Let's put it that way. Oh. We have past acquaintances that like to think they can just, yeah. Let's put it this way. I'm not talking to them anymore. So, I want to talk to you guys about something. So, Yuki, I'm going to talk about this future arrangement plan. So, let's say I apply to a job, but I need to get a sponsor for a visa. And let's say I want to go somewhere specifically, though. Because, mind you, Yuki can help me with this one, because I already have living conditions. I could go live with Yuki. See, my living situation would be set. So, yeah, we have an idea. Because, mind you, she's a Japanese resident, and the Japanese government is going to be like, oh, you know each other. Oh, but Panda's been, oh, yeah. Oh, perfect. But I just got to get that sponsor. That's the problem. What job and what sponsor is going to sponsor the visa? Just got to figure that one out. Got to find a good job. In Japan, worsted though. That means less live stream, so that means I can't live stream anymore. Well, I could in live stream, but man, data in Japan is not unlimited like it is in the United States. I just want you folks to know that. We gotta pay for that. So this is why everyone goes crazy to come to America. You got the best of America has the best of a lot of good things. You got cell phone service that now has unlimited data. Some countries don't even have that, like Japan. They don't have unlimited data unless you pay a lot of money for that. That's why a lot of Japanese conserve their data while they're on. That's why they never sometimes always on the phone, because people may seem that they're always on the phone, but they're not. People actually are paying attention where they walk. Unlike New Yorkers always looking down on their phones and bumping to me while I'm live streaming. No. People follow walking rules. Like you walk on one side, let people pass on one side if you're taking the escalator. Those are one of the rules in living in Japan. I'm giving you guys tips how to live in Japan, but people don't want to take it with a grain of salt. Oh, sunflower. Have you ate a sunflower before, ladies and gentlemen? I have. You just gotta, put some nice oil in it, give it a nice roast for like 2 hours, put some aluminum foil back in it, roast it again. Yeah, it takes some time. It tastes good if you're into that sort of thing. But you get, Japan is like, people like, it's so futuristic. Like, is it? Or is it that you guys in America just don't want to change? like your railroad system. Don't you think it's time that you guys deserve a super fast train line from New York to LA? Don't you guys think you guys deserve that? Amtrak is cool. I love Amtrak. But sometimes Amtrak could be a little slow, especially going around Black Bear Mountain. Mind you, I used to come from Wisconsin to go to Portland all the time. I should take that 3-day trip. And mind you, the 3-day trip also has a Skyview train, where it's a bubble, of a big glass bubble, and the conductor, mind you, if you ever seen one of my Amtrak videos where I made a video recording one of the conductors giving you guys an education about Black Bear Mountain and the Native American Indians, you should go watch it. I shot that with the Sony A77. And then, mind you, I wasn't meant to shoot that. I was just like, at the moment when I started hearing where everyone was, seeing where everyone was going, and hearing where everyone was going, I said, shit, let me just grab one of these cameras real quick. I grabbed any camera I saw and just started recording. You should watch it, everybody. It's a good conductor. Yeah, I travel a lot. It was fun. Contracts, work. All right, we made it to Queens. Got to take the bridge. We're too cheap. We want to be cheap. Yeah, I shouldn't be walking, but I didn't walk all the way here though. I took the train halfway. Just to let you guys know that I took the train to McLaren Park. So don't think I walked. It's a little too early for me to arrive at work, so I'm trying to kill time and also give you guys an update. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope everybody learned a lesson about why New York City is not ready for a hurricane or the next floods. Because yesterday, too much. This is why I have to ask, why are landlords charging us such bullshit BS rent when every time there's a flood or a winter storm, there's no heat? There's no water. There's no hot water in the winter. And then sometimes there's no electricity or no AC or the building's plumbing's messed up or there's roaches come out because of the summer. Why are we paying all this money to live among rats and roaches? And it doesn't make sense. And mind you, we do live with a rat. I explained that. I was like, my roommate just said, yeah, we have a little mouse or rat problem. I was like, oh, wish I was on the listing. You would have said that. I'm not scared of it, but it's the fact that, like, it is a concern. You know, it is a concern. But with that said, everyone, thank you for watching. It's that guy. Yeah, grand rise. Yeah, look at that. Look at that sunrise over these buildings. That's a lovely shot, right? See, these guys are out here playing the game early. Damn, get that workout in. See, when you have people out this early doing normal things, that's the people that you gotta support. People that are actually doing things that normal people should. Go out, wake up on time, feel the vibe of the energy of the people. Even if you're having a shitty day like I am. Listen, life is not great for me right now, but listen, I'm trying to make something happen. I'm not trying to feel like, oh, because some people would just feel very miserable, like, oh, I'm not trying to feel that way. I know life is not fair sometimes. I got to live with that. But not everything is always sour. We need to divert. I need to go on 21st. I need to go on that. Let's go check out a game real quick. Who got skills? Uh-huh. Have more control. Okay. Okay. Oh, the boy dancing over there. Oh, the parks allowed them to do that again? Because, one day last year, summer, fucking park enforcers, such idiots, come here and tell these people that they can't put a sun visor or to block the sun because it gets really hot, it really burns up. Especially when the sun is like when the sun is coming from this direction over, park authorities told them last year they couldn't have that up. But we beg to differ. So these guys fill out a petition against that. I told them how to do it, and look, boom. In your face. No, that's stupid. You want them to burn in the sun? They have a right to put up a canopy or some sort. As long as they take it down. They do take it down all the time. This is why it didn't make any sense. This is the park that New York City parks police, but they don't police McLaren Park or Prospect Park or any other parks like Van King Park when everyone drinks and parties and barbecues. But as soon as someone tries to barbecue here or try to just have a good time watching the games, because every Saturday and Sunday, there are a lot of games played here on this field. And this is just one of the games. People just trying to have, I get it, there's no barbecue, but when people are barbecuing on the sidewalk, you can't, listen, part of this is parks and part of this is New York City. But this is why, like, the neighborhoods, it's like the old school generation of Long Islanders, the historians of Long Island City are just kind of mad. Like, the gentrification in this neighborhood is becoming more favor for them than for those that have been here for over 40 years. So, and Henry, the homeless dude, I don't want to bother. We are not talking to him. We're not giving him no more food. He tried to assault me. He tried to assault a friend. And he's stealing. He's disrespectful. No more supporting him. So I told Santiago, oh, so you want to continue to talk to us after what he did to us. We don't want to support him, but you keep supporting him. But here's the thing. We told Santiago, stop buying him alcohol. You keep buying him alcohol and you keep labeling him. We bought him food. We didn't buy him alcohol. We bought him sleeping bags, food, things that he needed. He keeps in, yeah. Santiago is not a very good person either. Think about it. Your best friend, say one of your best friends, you say he's your best friend, Santiago. You said that Chewy was a victim of Henry getting robbed. I made Henry, mind you, on YouTube confess for stealing from Chewy. It's on his channel, everybody. Yes, I made Henry confess to that when I brought him expensive freaking pizza to make him confess. Because mind you, he said he was hungry. I said, you hungry? Yeah? So do me a favor. Tell me the truth. Why did you steal it? See? Exchange for the truth. He needed food. You can watch it, everyone. He confessed. This is why I said, Chewy, Santiago is not your friend. He stole from us. He insulted us. He tried to, yeah. And you still want to try to hang out with us and then hang out with him? That's your human choice. But giving him alcohol so he can do the exact same thing to other people, you are the reason why he does the things that he do. You are enabling him to just be abusive to people in this neighborhood. This is why no one gives him anything. And then the other guy, the big guy, started to realize what he does, and stop giving it to Henry. Yes, everyone, we care. I care about people, a lot of people. But Henry, for 2 years, everyone, to come back here and give him the partners, little treats partners would give me for the after the work. Partners would give me sometimes a bag full of like pastries. Sometimes I would let him pick 3 pastries and donate the rest to the community refrigerator. We used to feed this guy. I gave him sleeping bags. And this guy is very ungrateful. But like I said, Santiago is the one that's causing him, and mind you, he's part of the problem. This is why I told Santiago, like, we cannot talk, we cannot be friends. Because you favored this over friendship. You said Chewy's your best friend, but you chose to hang out with Henry, but still want to hang out with Chewy. After what he did, you should have been like, nah, I can't hang out with you. You don't want to change. So that's why I don't support Henry anymore. Same thing with Justin in McClellan Park. I don't support him either. I used to support a lot of these homeless individuals, even when I was houseless. But the thing is that one thing is that they didn't want to go get a job. I, on the other hand, got a job and had financials. Or I tried to have a job and have financials. Sometimes I never spend money. I just hold on to it. Sometimes I try to share. I thought it was fair. But people took advantage of that. So I don't do that. So now I just donate food. I don't give them money. I don't give them, nope. Never did. This is why I was like, no, I'm not buying you alcohol. Like Justin walked up to me and that's when I got really mad. Wait. Out of all the years, you now going to ask me to buy you a bottle of that bullshit? Dude, fuck you. I told him in his face, fuck you. No. That's bullshit, bro. You know better not to ever ask me for that. That's when I know he's desperate. He's fucking has a problem. That's when you know someone has a problem. When they already know your answer is going to be no, but they still ask you. Man. Talk about addiction. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna end the live stream. I'm gonna walk over this bridge. Whew. Dude, this stuff is good, man. You guys gotta try this, man. Passion tea, lemonade, agave as your sweetener, just not too much, and ginger juice. Just feels so refreshing. If you guys want to support the channel, subscribe, like, and share. I am affiliated with some brands and sponsored by some brands, mostly photography related. Oh, the dead bird. What happened to you, friend? Probably eating rat poison. They thought it was food and... If you guys want to support, there is a PayPal, Cash App, Venmo in the descriptions. Because YouTube likes to fake it. Right, YouTube? You like to fake it, bro. Right, YouTube? You love faking this. It's all good, YouTube. I love you too, homie. But don't ever fake your views, G. Because we don't play that, homie. We don't want fake views over here, YouTube. We want real people. Bring real people to the channel, not bots. We don't want bots. Okay? Do you understand the English that's coming out my mouth? YouTube, do you want me to say it in Espanol? You don't speak English? Yeah, I like messing with YouTube because YouTube's it's a joke. I guarantee if I make the same video in vertical, watch me get like 2,000 views and 100 viewers, fake viewers. Yeah, we're walking down alleys with a lot of CCTV. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 20 cameras down this one. Try to do some shit down this alley. Try to get away with murder on this alley. You got too many cameras. Oh my goodness. Oh my panda. That's right, you can't hide. I should subpoena these guys and put my own footage. Just to pull them footage, just to see me. Like, that's me. Like, wait, you subpoena us just to get a copy of like 10 seconds of you walking in through our alley? Yeah. Like, who the fuck is... I'm a YouTuber. Let me stop. I'm not a YouTuber. Because some YouTuber would probably do some dumb shit like that. Just to see if he can flex a muscle. It's easy to subpoena someone if you have the right cause to subpoena or like a cease and desist letter. Yes. That's why it's evident. I have that. All these harassment emails and all that. Oh, they like the butter on the cake. That's like giving them, just like asking for a whole bunch of assist and desist letters. Look. Look at me, I live here, but I have to wait 10 minutes for an elevator. Yo, is my boy really parked right? Yo, you see what I'm saying? People just park like assholes for no reason. Yeah, he's literally parked. I'm not kidding. He's literally parked. He literally parked his car. I'm telling you, New Yorkers just do what they want, how they see. Everyone breaks the law, even these rich bastards. Think it's okay just to park their car just like that. This is why they think I'm sorry, this is not racist, but this is not Korea, this is not China, this is definitely not Japan. People in Japan definitely don't do this. No. People in Japan, they don't do this. No way. Even people in Korea are smart enough not to do this dumb shit. So who's doing this? Who's parking their car? Acting like they have the right to block the handicap accessibility, which is breaking city and state laws. Dumbass. You can't block handicap accessibility in New York City. What's your plate number, friend? Okay. We got you. Very stupid. Yeah. Not only are you in a bike lane, but... See? I don't make this up, everyone. I don't make this up. This is what people do in Long Island City. The new generation. I bet you it's a young, stupid person, too. Sorry to call you young and stupid, but that's who you are. Oh! There he is! It's Chinese guy. Hey! You thought it was cute? You thought that was cute? That was fucking stupid. Look at him. Chinese douchebag. Got all that parking up there, down the street here, right there. You can't park right over there? Great job, bro. Great job. Dumb. Well, yeah, he definitely from China. No offense to all my Chinese residents, as long as I'm seeing not all of you are as incompetent as he is. He's very incompetent. So, fellow Chinese residents, if you or Taiwanese or Chinese, if he is Taiwanese, Chinese, you may want to have a conversation with this douchebag. Let him know that what he just did was not only state law he broke, but he broke city law too by blocking handicap accessibility. This is a Disability Act. Stupids. Jesus. See? You see what we patriots, see how us Americans, we got to deal with? Because no one does that shit. You got all that parking spot. You could have parked right there in the corner. Empty spot. Dude, he could have parked anywhere. Lazy fucking baboon. Lazy, bro. You got all that money in that car with no intelligence. Makes me wonder how much you cheated in school. Who did your dissertation? I want to see it. I want to read it. Matter of fact, I want you to rewrite it without looking at the original dissertation. I want you to rewrite it because most of the time you should know your dissertations. You should, right? You should rewrite your dissertation without even reading it a second and third time because you already got a great grade 8 on it. You talked about it in your future classes as a TA. I want to, yeah. So rewrite it without even looking at it. I guarantee it, someone did it for them. I guarantee it, they paid someone to do it, to write it for them. Because you know how many freaking college students would ask me to write theirs and got money? That was money, bro. You can, dude, 500 cash? Bro. You don't know the college hustle? Yeah. Okay. That college hustle was real. We help, some of us help other people graduate. Hustle. I'm telling you guys, not everyone is as smart as you think they are. All right, I'm going to end the live stream. Phone's not getting hot. But I want to listen to some music now. You guys are boring me. No, I'm kidding. All right, guys, I'm going to end the live stream. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. But, gotta go. See ya.